Special prayers, known as Duwa, for the fallen Kawempe North MP are being held at Nooh Mbogo. Ssegirinya did die yesterday at Lubaga Hospital, where he had spent weeks in its intensive care unit. The MP had battled illnesses for a long time, including being hospitalized in Nairobi, Kenya. His constituents told NTV that they have lost a leader who truly loved them. David Ijjo is at the mosque and reports to us. Good afternoon to you, David.
Good afternoon to you, Priscilla Naloga. It's a very somber mood here at Kawempe, particularly in Mbogo Mosque, where multitudes of mourners, including politicians, councillors, friends, well-wishers, and constituents of Kawempe North and other constituencies around Kawempe have flocked to, pay their last tribute to Muhammed Ssegirinya. As I talk right now, there are prayers taking place in the mosque. The body is yet to arrive any minute from now, but then we managed to get a sneak peek into what the program looks like now. We understand that when the body arrives, which is just a few minutes from now, he will be led into the mosque, this downer floor of the mosque, where special Juma prayers will be prayed for him. And then right after the special Juma prayers, the topmost floor of the mosque, there is a sitting of the Kawempe Division Council that will be held also by councillors for about 30 to 40 minutes to also honor the late Ssegirinya. And then after the council sitting, the body will be brought back down now here to where the bigger multitude of the tent is. As my cameraman can show you a sneak peek, this tent right here where you see people praying, the body will be stationed here, and then special Duwa prayers and speeches will be made from here. Yesterday I was privileged to be in Kawempe North constituency, where the late was served as a member of parliament, and I interacted with many of them who remember him as a remarkable member of parliament that served, that did a lot of projects, that was down to earth. And I'm joined by one of the dear friends of Ssegirinya from the National Unity Platform, someone who says he knows Ssegirinya not just as a politician but as a friend. In a minute, can you describe to us who this person was? How dear was Ssegirinya to you and friends within his circles outside politics? Your names?
I'm Bagoza Thomas, councillor representing Wandegea, and on the other hand, a close friend to the late Honorable Ssegirinya Muhammed. Today, I once again join the people of Kawempe North, the National Unity Platform, and the entire country to mourn the untimely death of the late Honorable Ssegirinya Muhammed. But what I can say briefly about our brother, besides the political side that the entire world knew about him, is that Honorable Muhammad Ssegirinya was a very kind, generous man who would sacrifice the least penny he had for the needy or vulnerable. We would spend most of our time with him in jokes, cracking jokes, and that is what I used to assess whether he has improved or not, because whenever I could visit him and we don't crack one or two or three jokes beside politics, then I know that, yeah, this is not the Ssegirinya I knew. And as we've watched earlier on, we had a lot of activities that we held with him that were dramatized but fully packaged with a message of change. So we are so hurt, we are so shocked, and we are still mourning the timely death of Honorable Ssegirinya. We shall miss him a lot. I condole with the family, the parliamentary fraternity, and everyone.
Thank you so much, Bagonza. Maybe let me just get to speak to one more person here. The people of Kawempe described Ssegirinya as a person who sacrificed for people more than even his personal self. What do you know about this man we are celebrating today?
Yeah, well, thank you very much. First of all, I'm Julius Katongole. I've been heading Segibox, one of the initiatives Honorable Muhammad Ssegirinya started in the Kawempe North constituency. Honorable Ssegirinya has been a darling to the people of Kawempe North. As we know, Honorable Ssegirinya, when he became the Member of Parliament for Kawempe North, he put much trust to the people of Kawempe by starting some initiatives like the Segibox, helping people out to save. He started Kawempe North Medical Center, which we closed when he was still in Communicado. That hospital helped many people. Many of our people in Kawempe North have been suffering just because the hospital was closed. Honorable Ssegirinya, he helped many people, especially the mothers, when it came to delivery. Honorable Ssegirinya had to put some assistance to them. He lobbied from abroad. Many people from diaspora supported his activities, and as we speak now, we are trying to see how we request the government of Uganda, at least in remembrance to Honorable Muhammad Ssegirinya, to reopen the hospital, Kawempe North Hospital. This has been also mentioned in the Parliament. We request the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Anita Among, to reopen the hospital of Kawempe North, to see that Honorable Muhammad Ssegirinya can be remembered. Honorable Ssegirinya, he has been an asset to the people of Uganda. He did not only help the people of Kawempe, but also helped the Ugandans at large.
Thank you so much. Unfortunately, my time is fast spent. I would love to have this conversation with you, but maybe later on. Priscilla, one particular common thing you hear among people is, the personality Ssegirinya has been. But then, before I get back to you, that you see over there is the body of Ssegirinya. It has just arrived. The ambulance that you see going ahead, I understand, is the body of Ssegirinya, and security is trying to clear out motorists and different cars coming in here and there to allow the motorcade that is bringing the casket, the ambulance containing the casket of Muhammad Ssegirinya right here in Mbogo Mosque, where it is going to first enter the mosque. As you can see, there is a huge motorcade, borders from the National Unity platform, and then yes, that is the police car. Anytime from now, we expect to see the motorcade carrying Ssegirinya. But then also I see the vehicle of the Lord Mayor actually here arriving. It's quite a huge motorcade, if I must predict. That is, you see the Lord Mayor. Yes, and so anytime from now we expect Muhammad Ssegirinya, I mean the vehicle that is carrying the remains of Muhammad Ssegirinya, to make a way to the mosque. I've actually set my eyes on it. I see an A+ van over behind. The motorcade has actually come with notable politicians. I see the Lord Mayor, I see the Mayor of Kawempe Division around. I see different notable politicians from the National Unity platform, the party to which Ssegirinya belonged. Traffic has traffic has been affected. Many vehicles are being diverted here and there. That A+ you see there with Uganda flag on it is the one carrying Ssegirinya. That A+ van that you see is what is containing the remains of Muhammad Ssegirinya. Of course, the mood here is somber. That is what I must tell you, Priscilla. There are mixed reactions. There are those celebrating the life of who Ssegirinya was, but then there are those crying, especially when they think of the personality that Ssegirinya was. And now the van is making its way right into that is one that you see prints. People are being diverted here and there. People are actually very many. Mourners have turned up in huge numbers to celebrate the legacy of their very own Muhammad Ssegirinya, who passed on yesterday and was pronounced dead at exactly 12:10 by Lubaga Cathedral. Yes, that is the casket. As you can, if you're able to peep what is inside, I beg your pardon, it's actually Lubaga Hospital. It must have been a slip of a tongue saying Lubaga Cathedral. Yes, that inside there is the casket that is bearing the remains of Muhammad Ssegirinya, as you can see, decorated with the flags of the country, because he's been a member of parliament and is entitled to such. The motorcade bearing the remains of Muhammad Ssegirinya has also come with actually a police band. I see a coaster bearing a police band. I think special tribute by the band will be made also while here. I see also notable politicians making their way. There is a lot of it's a bit rowdy, I must say, because people are here, so many. People are being diverted. There is a lot of mourners, and the security is trying their best to divert people here and there. But any time from now, maybe in a minute or two, we can't tell, the casket will be removed from the van and headed into the mosque where special Juma prayers will be held for Muhammad Ssegirinya. Like I told you earlier, after the special Juma prayers, there will be a special council sitting that is just at the topmost floor of the Mbogo Mosque, where a special council sitting has been arranged, which will take about 30 to 40 minutes. That's according to the program. And then after, he will be brought back to the general public, and that is the situation here, as you can see. Mourners are so many. Mourners have turned in big numbers, big numbers, I must emphasize, to pay tribute to the fallen Ssegirinya. Of course, some remarkable history that we remember of Ssegirinya was the fact that he was called, he branded himself as Mr. Updates, given the fact that he used, his social media tools, especially Facebook, to communicate to his fans, but also to members of his constituency. And one of the videos has been making rounds saying that when he dies, he preferred he preferred people not to say rest in peace, but then rather fight hard. And I've actually seen people wearing t-shirts written hashtag fight hard Ssegirinya. Also, before we went live, I had people being encouraged to say fight hard Ssegirinya rather than rest in peace. And in my background, it is the word that is making dominance here. Anyone that comes and they are maybe wishing their fellow colleagues condolences, they say fight hard Ssegirinya. That is the word that has been making dominance. But then, as you can see on the screens, more people continue to flock. Largely those of the Muslim fraternity. Of course, not ruling out the fact that there are other friends of other Christian denominations. I noticed the presence of one of the archdeacons from the Anglican faith also here, and that is what is happening. But then, let me just get to speak to one of the mourners here. What do you remember of this man we are celebrating today?
Honorable Ssegirinya was a very good man, very down-to-earth person. My name is Honorable Nantege Patience Jackie, Mama Wachiso to be 2026, aspiring woman member of parliament for Wachiso district. Honorable Ssegirinya, it's very sad to lose such a person. He's been one of the very good people in our community. He's really worked with the community. He's really loved people. He's been so caring. He's been so loving. He's been standing with the disadvantaged people in the community. So we are going to miss him. The old people are going to miss him. The young generation is going to miss him. All of us as National Unity Plus platform, we are going to miss him. May his soul rest in peace.
May his soul rest indeed in peace. Now, security continues to be heightened. Those you see there are what they call noob foot soldiers that have lined up to, I think, welcome the body of Ssegirinya as it will be ushered into the mosque. And that is the situation here, as I must say. We are going to keep you in tabs with what is happening here time and again, since there is a whole lineup of programs set to take place. Be sure to catch more of these details on our subsequent prime bulletins. That is NTV Akawungezi and NTV Tonight with me, David Ijjo. But from us here at Kawempe Mbogo Mosque, we actually say, may Allah grant the fallen Ssegirinya eternal rest. Back to you in studio, Priscilla.